the fundamental premise of any creative work is to bombard all kinds of stereotypes. All right. Uh, we uh, we we know that all of us know that inside us there is a unique personality which we cannot reveal to others.
Yeah.
We have our oddities, we have our angularities, which we cannot reveal in front of the civil society plainly.
Yeah.
And at times we also wonder why we are like the way we are, because of which we uh, at times turn to literature and arts to be able to comprehend our own lives better. Like in the process of writing 7 books, I have understood myself better, what kind of person I am. And if I tell you very frankly, I am a very, very unconventional person. I think all of us are unconventional people, but people do not agree to it. I am at times, uh, what I should say, I wonder at my sexual choices, I wonder at my political choices, I wonder at various kinds of choices that I have executed in my life. And nothing is good and bad. Most of the times, things are in between good and bad.
Yeah.
So I always say that creative arts are there to puncture the holy curtain and unravel what lies behind the holy curtain. So people should not be following stereotypes. You see, 30 years back when I was growing up, 35 years back when we were growing up, I still remember the first, if I remember correctly, the homosexuality word I first remembered when uh, uh, the first AIDS death was reported in America. And that is the time when I first came across homosexuality. It took me a lot of time to understand homosexuality. It took me a lot of time to understand same-sex relationships. It definitely has taken lot of time for me to understand LGBTQ plus kind of relationships. So what I'm trying to say is that, this is one stereotype that has broken in my generation. I have seen in terms of sexual choice in my generation in the last 30-35 years, this stereotype has broken. But of course, the stigma and the stereotype still remains in certain quarters and societies. But I think overall, there has been a change. Uh, the technological world has changed radically. Uh, in the mid 80s, the what we call internet started as intranet, with the which was adopted first by the US military in 1986. Thereafter, after 2 years, it became internet, and slowly, you can't live without internet now. Especially the COVID times has increased the use of internet multiple times. So uh, people who were against technology had to adopt the technology. People who were against various kinds of um, uh, I would say the minority sexual choices, uh, they have been they had to confront these kind of minority sexual choices in their life, uh, maybe directly at times, maybe indirectly at times. Today we are also talking about open marriages, open relationships, polyamory. So a lot of things are happening, you see. I mean, as the world will grow more and more digital, you will find that uh, issues of fidelity, issues of monogamous relationships will be at stake. I think in the years to come, digital revolution will put a question mark to monogamous relationships and bring in polyamory into various kinds of relationships, and there will be more and more open marriages. And the third point which I want to say is that in my generation, we have seen a shift from um, long winters, extreme summers, a combination of extreme summers and extreme winters. Like I still remember when I was in Ludhiana between 1974 and 1982, Ludhiana used to witness very extremes of climates. But today, Ludhiana, including Delhi, does not witness very long winters. This has happened because of the climate change. Even a place like Calcutta is witnessing various kinds of cyclones, super cyclones. Maybe some years later, we will have tornadoes and whatnot. So we have destroyed the climate, the ecology, and the environment in the last 250 years, which man could not do in the preceding 5 million years. We have done it in the 250 years of our industrial age. So, what I'm trying to say is that technology, relationship, and climate, these three things have gone through revolutionary changes in my generation. So, I think these three things will put you off beyond stereotypes if you think, and you have to take very hard decisions about your life uh, as uh, as we go in the near future.